Hello everyone, this is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to my war room in Prince George, British Columbia. We have reached, what are we now? January of 1939, so we're getting closer and closer in Operation Crimson Tide to the world exploding and going to war. I just got to take care of a few things here before the round begins, as usual. Actually, last round there wasn't a whole lot of mistakes. That was pretty cool. Or we might have caught them, like we were getting good at asking each other questions before we do things, so that's a good thing. Anyway, first things first, in January of 1939, Istanbul gets 2 more infantry. There's another thing that they get. There's a couple planes and a dude they get in 2 turns from now, in January 1940, if nobody has gotten that yet. So let's move over to South America. Okay, let's zoom that out a bit. All right, so first things first, the random event that was rolled for this turn is over here. It is a Soviet coup in Venezuela. So there we go. That means normally they can only roll at 1 to try to influence a territory. So now with Venezuela, they can roll it at 3. I'm not sure if that's for 1 turn or if that's for all turns. But anyway, that's something they can do. And then Panzer King made a couple of mistakes last night when he did his video. So he lend-leased an infantry, and he managed to get his recruitment roll, and he put on an infantry, but he put them down here in Patagonia, which is in Argentina. Now, when you lend-lease something, you have to lend-lease it to your home country, or the home country that you're lend-leasing it to, and that would be Brazil. And the same goes for recruitment rolls, unless you don't have a place to put them. Like if all he had was Patagonia, and I had all of Brazil with Argentina, then yes, he could put his recruitment down here in Patagonia. But if at all possible, you have to put it in your home country that you're doing the recruitment roll for. So I've talked to him, and he would like to put them in Pampas, which is on the border of Argentina. There we go. And being the nice guys that we are, playing a gentlemanly game. Now that would leave his fighter totally exposed. He thought he was going to put 2 infantry there, so he put his fighter there. We're going to allow him to move that fighter and say, you know what, because like he was here, so he landed here. He could have landed here just as easily, right? So we're going to put that fighter in Pampas as well. And that's the way it ends in South America for now. All right. Before I leave here, I'll just tell you, I am going to put a militia down in Buenos Aires. You know what? Let's just do that while I'm over here. Then I don't have to come back. Militia in Buenos Aires, and I'm going to do a recruitment roll. So we'll do that recruitment roll on the other side of the table where I've got everything set up there. But that guy's going down for sure. And I've only got 1 territory there, so it will be a roll at 1. And that is all. Lots going on over here in China. One thing we've noticed, like probably the biggest thing that's happened in China, happened here in Tibet when the CCP took Tibet from the nationalists. And what that means is that their truce is now broken for the rest of the game. When they had a truce, they could have defended together, and they could have been in each other's territories, but now they can't do that, because you can't keep signing and re-signing a truce and breaking it over and over and over again. Once you break it, then it's broken, right? So that's the consequence of taking Tibet. And like, it was obvious that the KMT walked out of there to let them do that. The Axis, this isn't our first game of 36. We can see what's going on. We can see that the Russians have pretty much joined up with the Allies, like the Lend-Leased and artillery in Brazil, and they're cooperating with each other down in China. They didn't attack each other at all, even though Japan didn't invade until the 4th round. They still didn't attack each other. So that's going to have potentially some drastic consequences for the Russians, because I've never played with Wintermute, but I've played with Panzer King, and I know that he doesn't keep his truces. Don't believe me? Go check out YouTube. You'll see past games that we played. And so there's that, but there's also the fact that he's painted a target on his back for us. Like, we can't attack the Americans. We don't want to attack the Americans. That would bring them into the war. We can attack the Russians. I don't mean right now, but I mean, you know, like long before we can attack the Americans. So I don't know if he realized it, but he painted a big target on his back just to help the Allies win the game, which means, of course, if they win the game, he loses the game. So hopefully he knows what he's doing. You never know. Like, he could have a plan for all that. Maybe he's planning on screwing them over somehow, right? And we'll just take a quick look at Europe over here. It's Germany's turn. I can tell you right now, we are going Swiss cheese. I've already got the stuff over there. I've taken the thing off of Berlin because for the next while anyway, there's hardly going to be anything in Berlin. So I took the task force marker off of there. For the most part, there's only going to be a couple of units in there every turn for the next little while for sure anyway. Anyway, let's set this down without killing too many guys. There we go. It's time for our turn. So we've got 28 IPP. We're going to spend all of it. So there's that militia I said we were buying. Let's just take that off of there. And there's our recruitment roll for Argentina. We've also got a spy roll in Chile, and that spy has been completely useless so far. And we've got our technology rolls. The only new one along here is advanced submarines, and I need to hit an 8 for that. An 8 for the jet fighters as well. Everything else is 7 on that thing. So, oh, and purchases, well, we've got our blue division. We've got 3 medium armor, 2 artillery, and of course that militia that we've already placed. So, technology. Here we go. 8, oh yeah, that one works. 8 and 12. So, radar and long-range technology, long-range aircraft. So, long-range aircraft goes to stage 2, and radar goes to stage 2. Wow, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 technologies to stage 2. It's a good thing we're going to 39. We're running out of things to do. Anyway, so that's the technology. And now we've got the spy. Come on, spy. I need to hit a 3 or less, and if I do, then the American player loses 2 IPP. And of course he's going to miss. And let's just do that recruitment roll. I've only got 1 territory, so I need a 1. I seen a 1 for a second there, but it ended up a Bobby Orr 4. Oh well. Okay, so let us move this around. And let's zoom in. Okay, so there you see. We've got all of these guys going into here. Let's just take these guys out of there. Also the 2 guys from Austria are going in there, okay? So if we look up over there, that's what we got. So we've got 7 regular infantry, 1 mountain infantry. This infantry's flying in on this plane. He's only going 1 space, so he's got lots of spaces to come back. 2 medium armor, and then all of our planes are going in there as well. So let's just move them all out here. We want some chocolate, maybe some cheese. There we go. That is our only combat move. I've got 1 or 2 non-combat moves, but that's our only combat move. So we are going into mountains. I got wide legs on this thing, so I got to watch when I put it down. Oh, we can zoom out again on that. There we go. Okay. Now, oops. I've got 8 artillery. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 artillery going into mountains, so that's 2 or less. Come on, artillery. 1, 2. Yep, just 2. Okay, so I'll take my 2 medium armor and my 3 fighters at 6 to try to get this over quick. And there we go, we've got them. So then they have 1 in 1 return because the other 2 guys were first strike. 4, so that's a hit. So I am going to lose an infantry. Let's move this around again. Okay, move it up. Oh, you can see it there. There we go. Okay, we'll take this infantry off. And we'll put these 2 infantry on there. Okay, now we are going to fly the plane back to Bavaria. And we'll fly all of these planes back to... Actually, you know what I probably need? Let's get one of those going for Western. Okay, so let's do that. These are all going on Western Germany. Okay. So the artillery and the 2 infantry. We'll leave the facilities on over there though. Put this in here. There we go. Okay, so this pie comes off. And I already got one out here, so this pie goes on. So there we go. Now, you know what? Let's finish our moving before we go to the other thing there and change the board. There's some consequences to doing this, of course. Maybe some big consequences. We'll see how the Allies choose to play it. So, from Berlin, we are going to walk the Blue Division dude over to Western. Here, I'll just move this up so you can see them. Can you see there? Okay, he's moving up to here. So let's just take this guy off. Put a chip on. So now we've got 3 over there. Okay. And I think that's it. No, I'm going to take this sub and I'm going to put him up into C zone 48. And I'm going to take one of those subs that were in C zone 48 and I'm going to move him down to C zone 108. So that's where that light cruiser is, down around Africa over there. So you see right over there, so 108, that's where my sub went, and then I've got 2 subs there. Okay, so I'll just show you up here now. Where are we there? The long range aircraft has moved up to 2, and the radar has moved up to 2. Let's move that over. Okay, so I've got 2 more things. Let's put our things on before we move. So the 3 medium armor are going to go in Bavaria, and the Blue Division, of course, is going in Berlin. It's the only place it can go. I've got the 2 artillery. 1 is going in Western Germany, so there's 2 there now, and 1 artillery is going in Eastern Germany. Okay, let's just do a recap here. So in Slovakia we have 4 infantry, 2 light armor, 1 cavalry. In Bavaria we have 3 medium armor and 1 transport plane. In Berlin, we have 1 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft artillery. In Eastern Germany, we have a militia and 4 infantry. In Western Germany, we have 3 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, and a medium bomber. And I just showed you where the subs all were. So let's just move these things out of the way. Okay. Now, to the other board. Actually, before we go up there, let's just do this. Let's roll instead. So there's some rolls to happen. Now, Germany's going to go up 1 IPP because that's what Switzerland is worth. But France and Great Britain get 2d12 added to their income. However, they cannot go above their wartime income. Because we're playing Canada at war, Britain's wartime income is 19 and they're at 15 now, so let's roll. I'm pretty sure they're going to get it. Yep, they got it. So they're up to 19. And then France is at 10, so if they get 8, yeah, 8, like their wartime income is 18. 9, so yeah, they go up to 18. Because that would be 19, right? Okay. So, they're both at wartime income, but bear in mind that does not mean that they're at war. Because they, in order to do that, I'm not declaring war on them. So if they want to be at war, then they have to declare war, or wait for somebody else to declare war on them, okay? Oh, and Germany is moving down to 25 IPP. You know what? I didn't check this one. I forgot to move that one. And the CCP, I'm not sure if the 2 Chinese ones are correct. So refer to Panzer King's videos. He did the last video. I think that his will probably be right because he's paying closer attention to China, right? Anyway, that's all I got for you today, folks. So, Germany finally attacked somebody. Yeah, General hand grenade. Yeah, I'm not too unhappy about that. I only lost 1 infantry there. Could have been worse, right? Like, it'd be nice to get in there without losing anything, but that's better than nothing. I still can't get that spy to do anything, though. Man, I don't know if I ever want to buy another spy again. Anyway, gonna leave you there. So take care, everyone. General hand grenade out.